Hi everyone, I'm Whitney and I post videos here on my channel to help sewers of all skill levels learn new projects and techniques. Last Wednesday I posted a video for an easy lined drawstring bag, and I got a request on that video to show how to make another drawstring bag that has a contrast fabric for the casing. So that is what I'm going to be showing how to do today. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that red subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on any of my upcoming tutorials and other videos that I have planned for this channel. To start, you will need 2 outer pieces, 2 lining pieces, and 4 pieces that will make up the casing. I will have the exact measurements that I used for this bag, as well as some other tips for creating custom bag sizes over on my website, whitneysews.com. The very first link down below in the description box will take you to that exact post. We're going to start by making the casings. Place the 4 pieces right sides together in sets of 2. Sew along each short side with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. This is the same seam size that we will be using for the entire bag. Flip each piece so the right sides are on the outside and give it a press with your iron. Sew a top stitch along the short edges so they lay flat and look nice. With your bag outer pieces right sides up, take 1 casing piece, fold it in half, and center it along the top edge of the bag piece so all the raw edges are at the top. Add a couple of clips to hold it in place and repeat with the other set. Sew along the top edge to attach the casing. With the casing still flipped down, place the 2 outer pieces right sides together, lining up all the edges. Sew around the sides and bottom to attach. It should look like this. Trim off the corners to reduce bulk. Turn the bag right sides out, leaving the casings still flipped down. Now for the lining. Lay the 2 pieces right sides together. Sew along the sides and bottom, leaving a couple of inches unsewn in one side to turn the bag through later. Place the outer bag inside the lining so the right sides are together. Match up the side seams and clip together. I'll have a link down below for these exact clips that I'm using. Sew all the way around the open end. It will look like this. Reach in through the opening in the lining and turn the bag right sides out. To close up the opening, tuck the side seams inside and sew a top stitch right along the edge. Tuck the lining down into the bag and make sure the casing pieces are flipped up. Sew a top stitch along the top edge of the bag body. This will give it a nice look, hold the seam allowances in place, and keep the casing upright. For every seam on this bag, I'm making sure to backstitch at the beginning and ending so it's nice and secure. Time to add the ribbon. I found this twill tape ribbon in my stash and thought it was perfect for this bag. Using a safety pin, feed the ribbon in one side opening of the casing and around until it comes out the same opening. Trim the excess, use a lighter to seal the ends, and tie in a knot. Repeat with the opening on the other side. You will need to work around the first ribbon a little bit to get them both in there. Once the second ribbon is knotted, you're done. This is such a simple bag to make, but is so cute and useful. This bag happens to hold 2 hand soaps very nicely, which would make a nice gift. You can make your bag using any fabrics you like and use it to hold anything that you want to put in it. Here's another version of the bag that I made just using some bright, fun fabrics from my stash, and it turned out really cute. If you're enjoying these bag tutorials, make sure to hit that like button down below, and if you have a request of your own, feel free to leave it in a comment, and I read every single comment you all leave, so I absolutely love hearing what you all would like to see here on Whitney Sews. And until next time, happy sewing!